Hey guys, it's Alex Torelli. Welcome back to the Hand of the Day. Today's question comes from Al in London, who writes, I currently work 4 days a week in a well-paid job and take Fridays off so I can grind poker tournaments 2 to 3 nights a week. This is all a challenge for me trying to balance this with family life, with a wife, 2 young boys, trying to keep fit, sleep, and eat well, and also focus on my regular job. Basically, it's got a lot going on. I don't find it hard to stay motivated at poker. Awesome. But I am guilty of playing too much or watching too many videos late at night, which means I'm then tired at my job, and often when I sit down for a 6-hour tournament session, because I'm tired, the fitness goes out the window, and then I hit the caffeine, and it feels like a rut that's difficult to escape. He tried some new sleep routines this week, and figuring that if he feels refreshed, he has more chances to exercise, which will in turn give him more focus and energy to play better and, achieve his best. So today I'm going to give you some advice for basically increasing your energy during the day and especially during your poker sessions. So number 1 is to cut the habit. I noticed you threw in there playing too much or watching too many videos. There's a big difference between playing too much and watching too many videos, because playing too much poker is what you're trying to do, and that's what you're allocating your free time and your energy towards. But watching too many videos, they could be training videos, they could be poker training videos, but even still, if you're doing that, you really got to cut your habit. Okay, here we're trying to treat the cause, not the symptoms. The symptoms is that you are tired, okay, but the cause of the symptoms is what we're trying to address. So the videos and the poker late at night has to go, all right? And it might not be that the videos, especially if they're, didactic, but if they have, some purpose that you're trying to achieve with them, or the poker is what you're trying to do, it may not be that that's the problem, okay? But doing it late at night could be the problem. So you have to reorganize your priorities or your day or your weekend or your free time, all of it, to find a time to play poker when you are mentally at your best. It's clear that we've identified the cause. This is the good news. We've identified the cause of the problem. The problem is that you're playing too late at night, which perpetuates this cycle that leads you feeling tired for the next time you're playing, and then it gets worse, and then the results gets worse, and then you play when you're tired, and it's just disaster. So that is the cause of the problem. You're playing late at night. You have to find a time to play earlier. Okay, so maybe you get up, you work out, boom, you play poker right when you're fresh. You have that the dopamine, endorphin release from working out. You feel good, you're eating good, and you play right then. Test that out. Let me know how that goes. Test that out on a Saturday and a Sunday, and maybe it means you're not going to play. You're not going to squeeze in the Friday night poker session, or maybe you're just going to play a session for fun with your friends at a home game, but you're not going to squeeze in that 6-hour grind Friday night after a huge week at work just for the sake of playing more hours. We're trying to play more hours, play more hours, play more hours. You're trying to perhaps make more money. And sometimes we need a quality, not a quantity approach. And that might be what you need. Okay? So cut out the Friday nights. I know it is a habit and it's a little addictive to, be in a habit. So find a way to do some classical conditioning to break the habit. And make that poker time a rewarded time for good behavior. So I am going to complete this and this and this task. And if I do this, I will have that time for poker. And punishments if you don't do that. So if I don't finish this task, then I can't play my poker, and that's going to take away from that time. It's a great way to break a habit, creating this simple system of rewards and punishments. Another way you can break a bad habit is to have fun prop bets with friends. Like, hey, this is something that is causing me a problem. Maybe you have this with smoking. You want to quit smoking, whatever it is. I am going to make a prop bet with a friend. Every time I do engage in this bad habit, I will owe you something. It could be something for fun. You know what? Every time I do this, I will mow your lawn. Something fun. You don't have to make a lot of money on it. Just something for fun that it stimulates you and engages you. And it classically conditions you against the behavior you're trying to quit. In this case, watching videos late at night. The last thing is to really understand this situation about time, because there is enough time. CEOs don't have more time than you or I. They just use their time better. So eliminate and prioritize. That's really going to be the key for you. You want to write it down and get specific for what you will do, when you will do it, how much time you need for each activity so that you can manage your time better in the day to allocate more time for poker during the times, like we talked about, in the morning perhaps, that you are going to be the most successful. Got it? Cool. So the second thing is the sleep routine. Sleeping 8 hours is great. It's extremely important to recharge. I mean, I try and sleep 8 hours every night. I believe that's a huge thing for longevity because, life is a marathon, not a sprint. But if you can't sleep 8 hours, or, you're finding it hard, the kids wake you up, whatever, you got things to do, try sleeping perhaps like 5 or 6 and then taking a 30-minute, 45-minute nap. Okay, so this will cut your total sleep time down, but by allocating it differently throughout the day, you will find that you have an equally sustainable amount of energy. You could easily sleep 6 hours and do a 30-minute nap, ideally after a workout if it's on your weekends, and maintain a ton of energy. Okay, even feel reinvigorated. I used to do this for months, and it's awesome because you feel like you have 2 days. So you're dividing your day in the morning, doing your exercise and the poker on your Saturday or whatever, and then you take a nap, and then Saturday afternoon is like completely family time. All right, so you divide your days, and you have 2 Saturdays. It's awesome. Third thing is a little bit of extra things I've done over the years. I've noticed that are like kind of quick fixes to help stimulate and increase energy. 3 things, okay? One is to take cold showers. And I found this extremely invigorating, and it really, really helps. When you take like a freezing ass cold shower, you sit under the water for like 30 minutes, it kind of like psychs you up, but that shocking cold just completely hits your system, and it forces your body, your cells, your everything just to be alive, all right? It just keeps you awake. You can't really be tired in a cold shower. You notice how you go in the jacuzzi, you come out and you're like, man, and you come out of a sauna and you're just like dead. If you go into a freezing cold ice bath, you're going to be alive, all right? So jump around in the shower and just get active. Do that first thing in the morning, especially before you play poker, and you're going to feel great. Second thing is diet. If you're eating a lot of, I know you say you try to eat well, but if you're eating a lot of sugar and you're eating a lot of foods that cause ups and then downs, caffeine, if you're having alcohol, a lot of stimulants, sugar I found to be the biggest one, you will notice that you will feel that 5 o'clock need for caffeine every day. And that's something that stays in your system. So even if you go a couple days without it, you'll feel worse, but you have to detoxify from that. You have to let your body time to get rid of those things. That usually takes about a week or 10 days. So you're really going to want to cut that out for 10 days, feel like crap, endure that 10 days, use exercise as a supplement to the bad feeling. Exercise when you feel bad, and you'll feel great afterwards. You'll have more energy. The last thing in connection with a diet is to always be a little bit hungry. It's so much better to be a little hungry than a little full. When you're overly sated and you're really full, especially you know this, you have a huge meal, right? You come after like a massive thing of ribs and steak and mashed potatoes and all this crap, and you're just so tired you can't move. Imagine trying to, do something stimulating or engaging at that point. You won't be able to do it. The times you feel your best are when you're really light. Okay, so if you're really always a little bit hungry, your blood sugar level kind of just like, goes down a little bit. It's not too like spiked up and down. You're going to feel a lot better. So always be a little hungry. Eat more times throughout the day, but eat small quantities, and maybe divide your quantities in half of what you're eating. Not necessarily because you're eating too much food, but just because you always want to be a little hungry, you're going to feel a lot better. Al, I just acted. Now it's on you. Peace.